In March, we discussed the confrontation in the Massachusetts Colony Assembly, during which Governor General Thomas Hutchinson challenged the colonists' notions of independence in a tone which was not exactly conciliatory. You may recall that the colonists' reaction, spearheaded by Samuel Adams, only fanned the flames of independence. Today we'll discuss a letter Benjamin Franklin wrote on May 6, 1773, to an English counterpart named Thomas Cushing about this exchange in Massachusetts, and his discussion regarding it with Lord Dartmouth, the colonial secretary who represented the Crown in dealing with the colonies. In May 1773, Franklin was serving as the representative to the Crown of the governments of Massachusetts, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Georgia, which were of course all separate entities at the time. Although Franklin later became an ardent supporter of independence and one of the foremost of our founding fathers, in the summer of 1773, he was still focused on repairing the fractures between the colonies and England, as he believed the New World would best be served remaining a part of the empire. According to Franklin, Lord Dartmouth was quite chagrined by Hutchinson's ultimatum, and even more so by the vehement response from the Massachusetts Assembly. Dartmouth felt that Parliament would have to act to punish Massachusetts in some fashion in order to bring them back into line. It is impossible to determine why he thought that would work, after the colonists had reacted in the exact opposite fashion to every previous onerous action Parliament had taken. Franklin wisely noted the likely futility of the course of action, telling Lord Dartmouth, quote, "As to an act of Parliament laying that country under inconveniences, it is likely that will only put them as heretofore upon inventing some method of incommoding this country till the act is repealed, and so we shall go on injuring and provoking each other, instead of cultivating the goodwill and harmony so necessary to the general welfare." Franklin suggested that Governor General Hutchinson be instructed to retract his ultimatum, but Dartmouth responded that the Massachusetts Assembly would have to retract their statement first, something Franklin knew was an impossibility. Lord Dartmouth posited that the desire for independence was a minority opinion in the colonies, but Franklin reminded him that the vote in the Assembly to support that opinion had been unanimous. In the end, both Franklin and Dartmouth hoped that Parliament would do nothing, simply counting on the Patriots to somehow spontaneously come to their senses and decide that remaining under British rule was actually the smarter and more beneficial option. Franklin was becoming increasingly aware that his hope for peace was quickly fading. These difficulties will come to a head in June 1773, and we'll discuss that next month. Until then, I wish all of my compatriots a safe and enjoyable May.